Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, and I am Rev Melissa. I am so thrilled to be with you all today. I am an ordained interfaith minister. I'm a licensed religious science practitioner, and I am a certified life coach. And I say that Triune is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. So I'm thrilled to be with you all today. We are broadcasting through the New Thought Media Network, and I shared yesterday that today's broadcast is pre-recorded, right? So it's Thursday. This is pre-recorded because, I had to do some stuff with my aunt. I shared that with you yesterday, but don't let that stop y'all from putting things in the comments. So I'm going to check out your comments. So feel free to type in what you want to type in the comments. If you have your affirmation that you worked on with your focus word, your quality of God word, you could drop that into the comments. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. So we are in our Prayer of Jabez series, y'all. But before I go there, I have to just take a pause for a moment because I was running around with my aunt and I kept hearing all this stuff was happening in Washington, D.C. And then when I got to her house, I said, let's turn on the TV and see what's going on. And there it all was. And I said, you know what? Let's just get quiet. Let's go within. Let's know the truth. Let's know the truth with a capital T. And then what came to mind was this verse, one of my favorite verses in the Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching is verse 20. And so I just want to share a little bit of that in case somebody needs it. The difference between a formal yes and a casual yeah, how slight. The difference between knowing the truth with a capital T and not knowing it, how great. Must I fear what others fear? Should I feel desolation when there is abundance? Should I fear darkness when the light is shining everywhere? Nonsense. The people of this world are steeped in their merrymaking, as if gorging at a great feast or watching the sights of springtime. Yet here I sit without a sign, staring blank eyed like a child. Must I fear what others fear? The difference between knowing the truth and not knowing it, how great. And we see how great that is. We see how great it is to not know the truth. It was plastered all over the news today, right? The difference between not knowing the truth is great. It's great. It's a great difference between not knowing the truth with a capital T. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Right now. I might say some more on Sunday and Sunday in Praise. So let's get back into our prayer of Jabez. Let's get back in our prayer of Jabez. So remember, the prayer of Jabez is, oh, that first word, oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory. So we talked about those two lines already. So today we are stepping into that your hand would be with me, that your hand would be with me. Yes? All right. All right. So the prayer in the Prayer of Jabez book by Bruce Wilkinson. It's a great book, real short, to the point. I want to read a couple of things and then we're going to get into it. So Jabez moved out of his boundaries, right? When he moved out of his boundaries and into the kingdom-sized task of God's agenda started coming at him, Jabez knew he needed a divine hand fast. That's why you could call God's hand on you the touch of greatness. You do not become great. You become dependent on the strong hand of God. Your surrendered need turns into his unlimited opportunity, and he becomes great through you, right? Ernest Holmes says God can only do for you what God can do through you, and he becomes great through you with the touch of greatness. That touch of greatness, that is the unlimited good, that unlimited good supply that God has for each one of us as we continue to expand our territory, go beyond our boundaries, right? Go beyond where we have been, right? There's so much more. There's so much more for us to step into, right? And we don't have to step into that alone because we're not alone. God is holding our hands. The indwelling spirit is always present. It's always present within us. And when Bruce says dependent, what he's talking about is God's power and presence. That's what he means when he says dependent, right? So we're holding on to God's unchanging hand, right? God's unchanging hand. And the hand that we are holding, right, is omnipotence, it's omniscience, right? It is omnipresence. Yes? So we have everything that we need in that hand. Everything that we need in that hand. And Jabez knew that God was not going to let go, and Jabez was not going to let go, right? So he knew that he needed the power, God's unchanging power, the power that doesn't dissolve, that doesn't dissipate, right? He needed that power so that he can do his work, the work that he is doing by expanding his boundaries, enlarging his territory. Yes? And that is the same power that is available to each one of us, to each one of us. So, whatever that quality of God that you are, that you already are, right? We're just focusing on it, right? We're just bringing our attention and our intention to it. Yes? And we are activating it. We're using the power of God, right? We're turning it on every single day when we say our affirmations, when we say our I ams. I am prosperous. I am abundance. I am bliss. I am connection. I am peace. I am joy. I am love. I am truth. Whatever your I am is, that is power. You are speaking it into fruition. Yes? Oh, yes, that's what we're doing. So no matter what is going on, no matter what is on the news, no matter who is at the Capitol, no matter who is in the White House, no matter what, you don't let go. You don't let go of the truth of who and whose you are. You don't let go. You don't let go. You don't say, must I fear what other fear? No, you never answer yes to that. Must I fear what others fear? Should I fear desolation when there is abundance? I am abundance. I am abundance. And it is in these hands. It is in these hands. These are God's hands. Yes? Your hands are God's hands. And we have the power to use these hands for the good, for the good, and to get into good trouble, like John Lewis said. Yes, social justice and spirituality go hand in hand. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, all right. Let me get back to the prayer of Jabez. So we are holding on to that eternal, infinite hand of the Most High, and we are doing our work. We all have a part to play. We all have a part to play. Yes? All right. All right. So I shared yesterday that whenever I'm doing a series, usually something else comes into my my environment, my atmosphere. And I'm like, all right, y'all. I know I'm on the right path. I know this is the series. And so that happened the other day. That happened the other day. So I wanted to share because it's so in alignment. So this is from the Science of Mind magazine, and it was one of the daily guides. It was January 3rd's daily guide. And the person who's doing the daily guides are Reverend Margaret. And so she said, I seek to quiet my inner self so that I may enjoy the stability of divine touches. I seek to quiet my inner self so that I may enjoy the stability of divine touches. What is she saying? That your hand would be with me. Divine touches, the stability of divine touches. You can't go wrong. There is no instability in God's hands. We are stable. We are strong. We are on strong foundation. We are rooted. We are rooted in the power that God is, and that power flows through us and as us. So who don't want some divine touches? Yes? Divine touches that we use to expand our territory, that we use to share our gifts with the world. All that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me. Yes? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And we're knowing the truth. We're knowing the truth that God has the whole world in his hands. God has the whole world in his hands. All of it, all of it, everyone is in God's hands. And all of us are connected, hand in hand. That is the truth. That is the truth. So, no, we don't have to fear what others fear because we know the truth. We know the truth. God has the whole world in his hands. Yes? All right, y'all. All right. So that is where we are today. And so on Friday, we're going to conclude the prayer. And the last part is that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. And how right on time is that? Yes, yes. All right, y'all. All right. So it's now time for some joy news. It's time for some joy news. So you know what I got, where I have to start today is where I started yesterday. But yesterday I just said one word. I just said Georgia. I just said Georgia. But now I got to say a little bit more, just a little bit more. So I just want to congratulate Georgia. They have two new senators, Reverend Warnock and Jon Ossoff. It is amazing. It is historical. Reverend Warnock is the first Black man to be the senator from Georgia. And Jon Ossoff is the youngest and Jewish. So come on, y'all. We got a Black man and a Jewish man. Come on now. Things are going to be, it's going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see. So I am so excited. And just a shout out to Stacey Abrams for her organizing, for her whole team, for turning Georgia around, And there's more work to be done, y'all. We are expanding our territory. So you know there is more work that needs to be done. And we all have a part in that. All right. So Friday, I will be the guest on Ministers Talking. I can't wait. Join me January 8th. I will be with Reverend Brez and Reverend Z at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay? Ministers Talking stuff. But that ain't the S word, y'all. You'll see. You'll see. Tune in on Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday is a two for Sunday. You'll know how I love a two for Sunday. So Sunday in Praise, January 10th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Instagram Live. So on Sundays, I'm on Instagram at 10:30. And then at 11:30 this Sunday, I will be the guest speaker at my spiritual home, Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. So you can join us on Zoom at 11:30 Eastern Time. Just go to rocklandcsl.org, click on the Sunday service celebration link, and you'll be in the Zoom room. All right. Then on Wednesday, I got a lot of dates for y'all. Hope you're taking notes. Wednesday, January 13th, meditating with the new moon, meditating with the new moon on January 13th. We meditate twice a month, sometimes 3 times when we have 2 full moons in a month. We meditate with the new moon and with the full moon, right? And so starting in 2021, we're doing it on Zoom. So you'll stay tuned for more information about that. But just mark your calendars, the 13th, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, meditating with the new moon. And so enlarging my territory, I've been sharing that with you all. And so part of that is, I got a new show, y'all. I got a new show. It's called Living Life in Joy. So the first show airs on January 13th at noon Eastern Time. Please join me. It's right here on the New Thought Media Network. And I'm just so excited. Living Life in Joy. Next, you can support me with a goal. I have a goal this month of increasing my followers. So I want to have at least 500 followers on Facebook and on Instagram. So please follow me on Facebook and Instagram, like, follow, all that good stuff, and spread the joy news. Spread the joy news, because on January 31st, I will be standing here saying, I have 500 followers on Facebook and Instagram. And so it is, this or something better. Amen. Amen. So please know that with me. And I have started a joy line that I am so excited about. And this is the first product in the joy line. It's the Sip Joy mug. Isn't that fabulous? It is 15 ounces of deliciousness. Yes, it is. So you can purchase your Sip Joy mug on my Etsy store. Yeah, I got an Etsy store. So it's like 2 cups in one of joy. Yes, yes. So check that out at Etsy. I am Red Melissa. That is my store. And let's see, is there anything else I want to share? Yes. 2 more things. Please donate to support the work that is being done through the New Thought Media Network. You know, these broadcasts, this uplifting programming, the joy news, the good news, the inspirational support that we receive through the programming of through New Thought Media Network is important. It's important. And so we need support. We need support. So you can donate. The information is in the description. There's an active link in the description, or you can go to ntmedia.org. Yes. And while you're giving, hey, please give a love offering. If anything that I have shared with you has resonated with you, has given you that that you need, then please give a love offering to my ministry of joy, This is my work. And so you can do so at Cash App, the $ I am Rev Melissa. I would so appreciate it. So that concludes today. So we're going to be back live, y'all, on Friday at 10:30. But first, you'll join me at 9 a.m. so we could see the ministers talking some stuff. Yes. All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.